Hey, it's been a while. Welcome to another slow MTG opening today. I got something special, helping one of my local game stores, Card Citadel, crack open a Doctor Who set of cards, just so they can sell the individual cards for pre-release. For release. So I've got a set of 4. I'm going to take them out. I'm not a huge Doctor Who fan, but I'll do my best to go through the cards and talk through some of the more prominent ones. So as with recent collabs, it's a Universes Beyond. They started with 40k. Well, actually, there was first Universes Beyond was the Walking Dead secret there, and then they had the Warhammer 40k, Lord of the Rings, obviously the big hit, and now we've got Doctor Who. I was a little bit surprised. I didn't know how popular Doctor Who was in the US, which I assume is a key market. But anyway, look, they clearly did the math and thought, hey, we're gonna sell some decks and collector's booster packs. So I'm gonna crack these open and show you what's in them. I don't really know much about Doctor Who, so forgive me if I don't know the lore. Let's start here. We've got a couple decks. As usual, they come in a similar packaging as the last few Universes Beyond. We've got Blast from the Past, green, white, blue. And this contains the first 8 Doctors. This one contains Doctors 9, 10, 11. The Doctor's greatest villains, the Masters of Evil, Grixis, and then we've got Doctors 12 and 13. So I think we should go in order and then crack the bad guys last, shall we? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to open these, quickly zip through them, and then, So what I tend to do with these is I sleeve them up as is, if I do buy them, and what I'll do is I'll just jam with friends, pre-cons, out of the box, nothing upgraded at all. Of course, if you want to buy these for singles, they're currently really high right now, so I think they're great for cracking for singles. For example, I think, is this Blast from the Past? On paper, if you go on an MTG Goldfish, which uses TCG Player, it's the entire deck content is sitting at $44.45, and that excludes a little bit of something special in here, which I'll show you. So let me just pull this out, because you see these Doctor Who decks, apart from having the Doctors in there, reverse the polarity of the neutron flow. That's it. So you pull it out. I'm going to chuck that aside. What you have here, in this little envelope, are Planechase cards. So I'm going to take these envelopes out, use that to send out singles. Got one of these Collector's Booster First Hits Free sample packs. Shows you what could be in the Doctor Who Commander, the Collector's Boosters. And then you've got a set of new Planechase cards, 10 of them, so 40 for the set, I think, 10 or 12, I think. Let me check. Planechase is a mechanic that's been around for a while. They released as 10 Planechase cards. They had a set that was released in the Commander deck for March of the Machines, new cards and reprints, and also Planechase in the past. So these are just sort of cards that, different planes that you can go to. And here we're going to Mars. And there's a little die that you use to planeswalk, which I will show you if I can find it. Is it in here? Oh yeah, there we go. Ba-boom. Oops. Okay, note to self, do not drop die in the middle of a opening. It'll skip to the corner of the room and you can find it. I'll show it to you later. But anyway, there's a die that you roll, and then you move planeswalk to a different location. At the beginning of upkeep, it triggers certain abilities. In this case, it says when you planeswalk to this place, and at the beginning of your upkeep, surveil 2. And then this is a symbol. Whenever chaos ensues, in turn target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. I think there are ways to trigger planeswalking or the rolling of the die. So it explains that all in this little write-up. It tells you a bit about how you play this deck, commander rules, how Planechase is played. Basically, each player's turn, the player may roll the planar die. If there's a symbol, a planeswalk, they flip the top card of the deck, and then you move to that plane, or if you roll chaos, the bottom effect happens. Got a usual spin down, put it aside, and then of course some punch out tokens, and we've got the 4th Doctor as our commander here. And also, here we go, we have a deck box, one thin paper deck box, enough to hold a single sleeved, maybe even double sleeved commander deck. I usually just single sleeve these because they're going to sit in in the pack. Okay, so enough of a preamble. I'm gonna get straight into the deck and tell you what's in here. As usual, with these decks, you get 100 cards with tokens. Our face card is the 4th Doctor in foil. Now, these commander packs, the collector's packs, allows you to get different treatments. You got search foils, full art foils, extended art foils, and non-foils, yada yada. And there's a chance to hit any of the cards that are in this deck. I think are red and buff, so you might be able to see some of the mana base in here as well. Along with new cards, I think there are more than 50 new cards, like the 4th Doctor's new cards. Now, the way Wizards work with Universes Beyond is that they could print a functionally similar card with a different name. So this is obviously tied to the IP of Doctor Who. Now, if they want to use it for a regular Magic set, they can, in theory, use the abilities and call it something else. So the 4th Doctor here, you can look at the top card of your library at any time, and then they've got these little keywords that was introduced in, it's not a new mechanic like Vigilance or Lifelink or anything like that. It's just a sort of flavorful set of keywords here. Would you like a ... ellipses? Once each turn, you may play a historic land or cast a historic spell from the top of your library. When you do, create a food token. So kind of food kind of matters theme. The second foil is, here we go. We've got Sarah Jane Smith, Human Detective. It's something new here called Doctor's Companion. It's like partner commander. You can have 2 commanders if the other is a doctor. So Sarah Jane can partner with the 4th Doctor here. So again, white 2/1. Whenever you cast historic spell, investigate. This ability triggers only once each turn. So as you can see, these decks are a mix of new cards and reprints. So some of the new ones, I think I'll try to identify most of them. I won't read all of them, but they're all really flavorful if you like. Doctor Who's always had Daleks in really cheesy sort of science fiction tropes. So the art's not for everyone, but if you're a fan, I'm sure you'll vibe with these. But anyway, you can see Time Lord Regeneration, instant. This is specific to Time Lords. If you can see, there's a new creature class, so legendary creature, Time Lord Doctor. For this case, you can target a Time Lord. So it's really specific to these decks. So I think it's really important to just keep them together and play them for its flavor. So we got dinosaurs, I guess in time for the next set. Ixalan dinosaurs are back. This one becomes a 7/7 dinosaur every time a historic permanent enters the battlefield. This is one of some of the screwdrivers are pretty popular cards. 3 mana rocks, not great. Generally we move towards 2 manas, but some of these abilities are really good. So this is a case of power creep. It used to be 3 mana, just lets you tap for mana, or might have a secondary ability like Commander Sphere. In this case, this is really powerful. It's like a Voltaic Key. You can pay 1 tap to untap another target artifact, 2 tap to scry 1, and 3 tap target creature can be blocked this turn. Really good modal utility card. Got TARDIS is, of course, this iconic phone booth that you see in the UK, Doctor Who coming from the UK. You move into TARDIS and then it's sort of like a flying, I guess, spaceship of some sort of time-traveling device. So when TARDIS attacks, if you control a Time Lord, the next spell you cast this turn as Cascade, it's a vehicle, it's crew 2, and then you can Planeswalk. Now, Planeswalk, as you see, is triggered when you use these Plane Chase cards. If you don't use them, you don't need to Planeswalk. Some familiar cards, Swords to Plowshares. In this case, it's some sort of deal being done. Path is familiar. Return to Dust. Explore. These are familiar. 3 visits. Nice reprint. Oh, it's not the One Ring. It's Arcane Signet. It kind of looks like a One Ring for a moment. Soul Ring. Can't get enough new art. Soul Ring. Couple of Talismans. These are Thought Vessel. These are new. Mind Stone. That's really cool. Dalek being ripped with his head ripped off. Thriving Isle. This is from Jumpstart. Okay, then a couple of rares. You got Romana 2. Here's a Time Lord Scientist. Jo Grant, which can pair with the commander, so she can be the other commander if you want, the companion. Got Tegan Jovanka. Art's really, I don't know, I have mixed feelings about that. They look a little bit amateurish. Sorry, no offense to the artists, but quite different. I guess it doesn't have that fantasy vibe. Doctor Who fans, correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's trying to mirror the sort of, I guess, the fun nature of the film. I watched some early black and white Doctor Who's, and they were really quite hokey. Guess that's the charm. So we got Barbara Wright looking a little bit like Princess Leia here. History teacher, sagas you can draw, read ahead, you can skip ahead. She can be a companion, she's a rare. Got Jan Chesterton, yep. This is about sagas and replicating and making more value from sagas which are in historic spells. Lets you, Perry Brown lets you convoke for it. Crisis of Confidence, modal spell, 6 mana, destroy all tokens or destroy all non-land non-token permanents. Got a couple of these. These are new Cave of Androzani, so lots of enchantments. War games, really cool. Looks like the Beatles over there. Trial of the Time Lord. I know the professor did an opening. He got really emotional recapping some of these cards, and I'm trying to hunt down some of these episodes, but it's not Netflix over here in Singapore. Anyway, Night of the Doctor. We got Traverse Eternity. I'm just trying to see, this is Blast from the Past, I think. Some of the more valuable cards. I think right now you've got Perry Brown, which is a $22 card. Displaced Dinosaurs, which is the $30 card. Where is Perry White? I thought we saw her earlier. Here, Perry Brown, sorry. The first historic spell you cast each turn is Convoke. And, yeah, I don't know why it's worth that much. $30 Dinosaur card, Canine, Mark 1. Look at this, a robot dog. Guess it's a dog. Subtype, Edric, Mathematical Genius, Human Artificer. Lets you copy, target, activate a triggered ability. It's pretty good. Nissa of Traken. Reverse the polarity. You can counter all other spells. That's really cool. Switch each creature's power and toughness at the end of turn. And I love these modal spells. Imagine lots of a war between a couple of players, lots of counter spells, and then you go nope. All you need is a split second and we're done. 500-Year Diary, Unearthly Child, Leela, Sweetin Warrior, Human Warrior. Can be a Doctor's Companion. Lots of Doctor's Companions, which just gives you options to buy these and mix and match in different cards. Susan Foreman, 5 Doctors. Jamie McCrimmon, Human Warrior. You got the Sea Devils, and so really cool. City of Death, Gallifrey Stands, Alistair the Brigadier. The first Doctor here, we're coming to some interesting ones. You saw the 4th Doctor, so if you want this in foil, you need to buy Commander decks. We got 2nd Doctor, which is, yeah, there we go. You can search for TARDIS. You have no maximum hand size. You can draw a card. 3rd Doctor. Yep, you get +1/+1 for each non-token creature you control. ETBs, you can make stuff. 5th Doctor. We've got the 6th Doctor, looking a little bit like Will Ferrell here with his hairstyle. 7th Doctor. Yeah, I never imagined I see copyright BBC on a card. Anyway, lots of text on 7th Doctor. And we got the 8th Doctor. Where ETBs mill cards. So I think the Doctors are all sitting around $10, $20 a piece, except for the 6th Doctor, which is about $9 according to MTG Goldfish. We got Verston, Menoptera Leader. I guess there would be people wanting to collect every single Doctor in every single variant, so I guess there's value there. If you can buy these from your LGS, why not? They weren't too expensive as decks out of the box to get so many different cards. New cards, Bessie, the Doctor's Roadster, Ace's Baseball Bat. I think this might be a functional reprint from Negan's Baseball Bat in Lord of the Rings. They got Gallifrey, Council Chamber. Here we go. This is a legendary land. You can surveil one, and then it's kind of like a rainbow land to cast Time Lords or alien spells. You got Day of Destiny. It's an anthem for legendary creatures. Heroic Intervention reprint, much needed to bring the price down on this one. I don't know how much this is. Doesn't have a price on Goldfish. Time Wipe. It's a reprint. Heroes Podium, nice one. Truzen Lore Clock Tower. I want to feel like this is a functional reprint of Midnight Clock. Twice Upon a Time instead of Once Upon a Time lets you tutor for a Doctor. Put in your hand. That's really nice. Good tutor. And then we come into our mana base. I think Wizards have done a great job improving the mana bases for some of these pre-con decks. Hey, this is going a bit long, so I think I'm not going to open all 4 decks. I'll open one and then upload them one by one. And maybe in the meantime, if I find out more about Doctor Who, I can go through that with you. So anyway, we got Port Town, Exotic Orchard. These are pretty staple now. We got Temples. The Temples are sci-fi towns. We got Fortified Village. This yeah, Prairie Stream, Canopy Vistas, Sungrass Prairie, this filter, Temples, Irrigated Farmland, Temples. These are slow. I really dislike ETB tap lands, but I think they're rare lands, so it's fine. Vine Glimmer Snarls, a recent-ish cycle of lands. They're reveal lands, Scattered Groves, the cycling lands. This used to be a staple in, really nice art on this one, in Blue-White Control. In Modern, basically it's a manland that beats down Deserted Beach. These are nice reprints from the recent Innistrad block, Crimson Bow. They're nice. They ETB tap unless you control 2 or more lands, so really nice reprints, especially the blue-red one. I got Glacial Fortress, again, recently printed, but always good to have reprints. Now this is nice. This used to be a $70 land, $50 land. It's you can crack them and draw cards. Yeah, and they're a pain land, which you can crack the canopy lands. So it's nice. This is a good reprint. So here's another canopy land that appeared in Modern Horizons 1, I think. Yep, so much needed reprint. Dreamroot Cascade, again in a reprint. Filter land, super cool. These ones not so good, but really nice, super nice lands. They just smooth out the mana base. Not many bounce lands, not many ETB tap lands. Ash Barrens, nice one for cycling. These ones, just when I say not many ETB lands, they show us a few. Anyway, we've got Path of Ancestry, and then of course you've got all your basics. These are interesting basics because they feature TARDIS in different locations. Some of these, I don't think there's original art for sale, but some of these, Svetlin Villanov, Titus Lutner, they actually do art for Magic the Gathering cards. I'm part of the Magic the Gathering art group, but I don't think any of these are for sale. A little bit like Lord of the Rings, I don't think they're proof cards, nor will, due to licensing, nor will they be any Magic the Gathering original art for sale. Maybe because it's the way the licensing works. We've got the 4th Doctor face card in thick cardboard. And then you've got a couple tokens, like a bag of lollies. Yep, Warrior at the back. These have been printed as search foils in the collector's boosters. So I think it's worth looking at. They look really nice. Got a couple of mutants, alien insects, mutant soldiers. How to play magic cards. Flip the back, copy, same ones. These warriors are nice for Najila decks. Anyway, so there you have it. I've got the first opening for Doctor Who, the Commander deck. The first one featuring the first 8 Doctors. Let me know what you think in the comments. This is really cool because you've got a nice mix of Planechase cards, which add some value. You know, these are easily worth $50 right now, maybe Sing dollars, so maybe about 30 USD for a full set. The dice, you know, a couple bucks, 1 or 2, 50 cents or $1 at Sing, and then lots of good value in these cards. I want to find that dinosaur card, Displaced Dinosaurs. I think that's the one where you saw earlier where, why is it a $30 card? I guess people really like dinosaurs and go nuts about them. Can't find it. This one, it's only an uncommon. 7 mana as a dinosaur creature, 7/7 as a historic permanent enters the battlefield under your control. It becomes a 7/7 dinosaur. It doesn't have haste though, so I guess you could have lots of tokens come in and become 7/7 dinosaurs. All right, before I go, I'm gonna crack open one of these collector's boosters sample pack. Let's see what we get in them. As with these ones you've seen on my other openings, there are 2 cards, I think. One rare and one, the second one could be uncommon or higher. Any card from the booster packs, the collector's booster packs. Let's see, we've got a mythic in extended art. We've got the 4th Doctor. This is nice. This is alternate art mythic. The 4th Doctor is the face card for this one. I don't know how much it's worth. There's no price on Goldfish. Anyway, so this is nice. Mythic 4th Doctor variant of this one. I don't know what variant they're calling it. I guess you could call it the Showcase variant. And then let's see, we get a foil of some sort. We got a rare, not bad. Free, pew, the Valeyard. Legendary creature. I think this is from the Evil Masters of Evil deck. So we got 1 extended art and 1 nothing foil. Be nice to open a search for, but these are cool. Anyway, all right, there you have it. I'm gonna get quicker as I make my way through the other decks. But thank you for joining me for this not Lord of the Rings, Doctor Who Commander deck opening. It's been a blast. And support my content. Like, share it, subscribe, share it with your friends. So let me know what you want to see. and teach me about the lore of Doctor Who. I will be back. Take care. Good luck with your packs. Bye.